Hello, and welcome to Flip the Coin Onto Its Edge. I am your host, Michael Papaw Newton. I've studied philosophy, classic and ancient mythology, spirituality, science, religions like Christianity, Judaism, Wicca, Kabbalah, Buddhism, and Taoism for over 20 years. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, leave all preconceived notions, opinions, and beliefs at the door. Open up. This is episode number 4, and the title of today's episode is Rule Number 2, The Realm Beyond the Five Senses, the 1% and 99% realms. This episode is about how the morphogenetic energy field can be understood more simply. Just a reminder, tap the button to follow this podcast. Now, into our show. According to Kabbalah, reality is divided into 2 levels: our world of the 5 senses and the realm beyond our perception. Our world is called the 1%, the world of chaos. The realm beyond is known as the 99%, the world of order. Our universe is merely a shadow, a 1% reflection of true reality. The 1% is a realm of chaos, ups and downs, trial and error, without any prospects for any real positive, lasting change. According to Murphy's Law, whatever can't go wrong will go wrong. Murphy's Law governs the 1% realm. The 99% is a realm of absolute order, fulfillment, total knowledge, the ability to affect lasting positive change and happiness. All those things we really want to receive in life: fulfillment, happiness, knowledge, peace, love, they all originate from the 99%. That is what the 99% realm is all about. In the 99%, whatever can go right will go right. Imagine the shadow of a person reflecting on a wall. Does the shadow represent the absolute and total reality of that person? Does it reveal the skin texture, the eyes, lips, hair color, the blood vessels, veins, heart, the brain and bones of that person? Does it reveal all the molecules and atoms within that person? Does it reflect the emotions, the experiences, thoughts, and ideas that define that person? No, it's only a 2-dimensional shadow. It represents 1% of the total reality of that person. The true reality exists on a higher dimension, the 3 dimensions of our world. Metaphorically speaking, the shadow of this person represents our world, the 1%. The actual person represents the realm beyond our 5 senses, the 99%. According to Kabbalah, true reality, the 99% exists on a higher dimension beyond human perception. Have you ever tried moving a person's shadow without touching the actual person? You can't do it. It's impossible. You cannot affect change, any change, within the shadow unless you go to the source, the actual person, the true reality. When you move the actual person, the shadow responds automatically. Now look at our own lives. We expend enormous amounts of energy trying to affect positive change in the 1% of our life. We are just chasing shadows. Real positive change and success can never be achieved on the 1% level. Any change that does occur in our life, any success that is achieved, is merely an illusion. Why is it an illusion? Because it eventually disappears. It vanishes. Something that is real and genuine cannot ever disappear. Look back over your own life. Whenever a positive change did occur, whenever you did have a success that lasted, it was always from an action that you took based upon your intuition, gut instinct, or an illogical decision that you made. That was a direct connection to the 99%. Problem is, we don't know how to access this realm on a regular basis. Therefore, nothing ever really changes for us. Our goals and dreams elude us. All too often, our successes don't last. They come in cycles. If we can learn how to access the 99%, we can then affect great change and success in that realm. Automatically, our 1% world will then be filled with happiness, fulfillment, and positive energy. The very fact that you are listening to this information and learning about your soul and the 99%, you are already affecting change in your life because you are now beginning to stir something in the 99%. You see, we all have the 99% realm within ourselves, within our soul. The soul is our link, our connection to the 99% reality. However, there are many curtains separating us from our soul. We've been disconnected as a result of conditioning and experiences that we've had throughout our life. Our five senses prevent us from getting in touch with our soul on a constant basis. However, as we've learned already, discovery is really a form of remembering. We will have the opportunity to stimulate profound positive change in our life. That is what life is really all about. That's all we have time for. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Today, we covered the morphogenetic energy field. Next time, we'll talk about this 99% realm and what is its function in the universe. I advise you, don't believe anything you hear in this podcast. Test it out in your life. It has to work for you. Believing means there is already an element of doubt. The secret to success is to know the laws of life, not to believe in them. When you test these laws and principles, you will come to know. For your own benefit, make room for compelling new ideas. This will allow you to understand and evaluate the teachings more effectively. We will publish our next episode, number 5, on October 29th, 2025. Quick reminder, click the button to follow this podcast. Remember, God woke you up this morning for a reason. Now go out and find out why.